Namaste. Namaste, and welcome into this really gentle space tonight. And yeah, I'm in a really healing space today myself. And like, as you know, these classes that I share with you are always tuned into what the collective energy is and what the collective is experiencing. And right now there's this huge heart clearing going on for all of us, and I don't know how much that resonates for each of you on an individual level right now. Sometimes it depends how much time and space you give yourself to actually listen to what's going on inside. But I feel that even if you don't do that, then it catches up with you and it just bursts anyway. It just happens, and you get that emotional release. It feels to me like we're building up to a very, very powerful emotional release with this full moon that's coming in Leo, because Leo is the heart center. It is the heart, and it's this full moon, I feel that we're approaching. It's a quarter at the moment, so it's like halfway to being full. So we've got 7 days until it actually is full, and we're on the build up to that now. So heart healing at the moment, and when we're doing that, we feel really tender, and so I felt that it would be nice to do a heart healing yin yoga practice tonight. Whether you're feeling anything going on with your heart or not, it's still, nice on a physical level to help you to open your chest and breathe more easily, to help with anxiety and to just get the energy flowing around the heart center more, which brings you into a space where you're able to trust more easily. You're able to forgive and let go of the past more easily. And one thing that I really want to share with you before we get into the practice is something that's just come to me about an hour ago. A couple of hours ago, I got into a quite emotional state, reminiscing over past love and not having that anymore and missing that in the physical with a partner, and it really just, when it comes, and you need to feel that and then get past it. And I got back home with my shopping into the kitchen about an hour ago, and put some music on, dancing, crying, letting it out, just trying to move this energy out of me, because it needs to move when it comes, right? And then I remembered I had this memory of the only reason that I feel pain right now is because I'm emotionally attached to something in this physical world, right? And that's really the absolute essence of what we learn with yoga, is that anytime we're attached to something in this physical world, that's when we feel pain. So what we are cultivating and what we're developing within ourselves when we do a yoga practice is to disconnect from the physical world, to go deep inside into the the emotional, spiritual and mental, the emotional and mental world inside, to clear that, and then to reach that spiritual part, which is actually free from any of that pain or suffering that we experience as a human being. So in the Yoga Sutras, in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it talks about Purusha and Prakriti. Prakriti is the physical world, it's anything in the physical world, so people, places, objects. And then Purusha is this omnipresent, ever-existing divine love, frequency of God, Goddess, this divinity which we can remember that we're connected to, and we're never alone. We're never alone. And that's what I remembered when I was dancing. I was like, oh, it's okay, I just need to forget and let go of being attached to a person or something, and remember that the highest love that I could possibly ever want to have is already here with me right now. It's already with me, it's already inside of me, and that love is the ultimate love. So you don't ever crave or need anything else, because you have everything you need already. And yeah, that's really just such a blessing when you can actually really genuinely feel connected with that, because you can remember it's okay to let go of everything in this physical world and not to attach my emotions to anything physical. So this practice today is themed on letting go from the heart and just letting go of attachment to the physical world, to physical things, people. And allowing more of a deeper love within yourself to flow within your heart space, and to really anchor yourself into that feeling of that love within yourself, so you don't feel lonely, you don't feel you need anything, you've got it in you already. Sent for me, which is called Love Potion by this really gorgeous company. It's got rose and maca powder in it, so it's good for your heart. Cacao, real chocolate, raw chocolate is good for your heart. So if you have any cacao, real dark chocolate, then I suggest having a cube, having a piece of that after the practice as well. Okay. So is the sound still okay? All right, good. Let's get started. We'll start on that. So we'll probably go over a little bit tonight. We'll probably finish about 8, maybe 10 past 8. Is that all right for everybody? Okay. All right, so if you've got cushions or blankets, then have them nearby, because your body temperature will drop as you do a really calming practice. So make sure you've got the heating on. And yeah, we're going to start off in child's pose. So depending on how it feels for your knees, you could put a blanket under your knees if you would like. And I suggest doing with the knees a little bit apart for this one, because as we bring the chest to the earth, we're going to really melt the heart center into the earth. If you want to put a cushion, Matt, you might like to do this. Just put a cushion underneath, in between your heels. That's good for taking some of the pressure off of the knees, so you don't have to bend them as much. Okay. Okay, so first of all, just sitting sitting up for a moment, or if you're already there, that's fine, then feel free. If you'd like to just tune in first of all and set an intention for yourself, or just listen to your heart. You don't need to have an intention, but just to take a moment to listen, see how you're feeling. Take your left hand on your chest and your right hand on top. Close your eyes. And then begin to focus on just feeling your breath flowing in your body. And we'll hum together 3 times. It could be an om or just the sound if you prefer. Feel the vibrations in your chest. This is going to start loosening the chest. Take an inhale. Inhale. One more inhale. Exhale, make your way down. You can stretch your arms forwards with your hands shoulder distance apart if that's okay for you. Does that sound okay? Okay. And then bring your chest towards the earth. You might like to place your forehead on the ground, or you might like to use a cushion. And you're really melting the chest into the earth. And as you melt your chest into the earth, be aware of your breath coming in and your breath going out. With an intention to focus the mind throughout the whole practice on each inhale coming in, creating space in the body, and with the exhale it's a release, emptying the mind, emptying the heart. Feeling as you exhale, you're able to surrender the weight of the chest closer to the earth. Feeling any tension from your shoulders just melting away. If you need to make any little adjustments as you settle in, to make more ease in your body, for you to really ground your body weight. And with an intention to stay with each breath, clearing your mind, clearing your heart. And now we take this stretch over to the left hand side by walking your hands over to the side, keeping them shoulder distance apart, and then resting your head. Maybe you'd like to rest your left cheek on the mat. And as you stretch over to the left, really extend the right hand far to the left, so you can feel a deep stretch coming from underneath your armpits, through your rib cage, through the side of your body, and slightly drawing that right hip back and focusing on each breath, surrendering your body and your mind with each exhale. And notice where you can soften through that right side to help there to be an ease and flow of energy, an opening in the side of the body. And when you feel that the time is right for you, you can make your way back to the center and then walk the hands over to the right hand side, keeping the hands about shoulder distance apart, or the same as you did on the other side. And really reaching your left hand far to the right this time, feeling that deep stretch underneath the armpits, through the rib cage, through the side, the waist and the hip. Slightly drawing your left hip back and breathing into those spaces that you're opening and releasing. This is opening up the space at the back of your heart. Focus on your inhale, creating space, and your exhale, releasing. time is right for you, you make your way back to the center. And make your way onto your hands and your knees now. If you'd like to put a cushion under your knees, maybe, see how you feel. You're going to bring the knees together now, as if you've got one leg squeezing together. This is a spinal twist now, and really quite a deep shoulder opening pose. Sorry, Kirsty's cat is just all over the place, it's quite funny. So now we're going to take the right hand underneath the left arm with the palm of the hand facing up, okay? Threading the needle, this is called. So you slide over as far as you can to the left to bring your shoulder and the right side of your head to the mat. And you'll be feeling a twist in your spine. Make any adjustments that you need to make to be quite comfortable here. You'll be staying for a while. And just softening into that stretch with each breath. If you like, you could add a little humming sound with your exhales. Good, and each exhale is surrendering a little more, a little more. And when you're feeling the time is right for you, you can come back up. It's okay. It's okay. You can come back up onto your hands and knees, and then we'll change sides. So now taking your left hand underneath the right arm with the palm of the hand facing up. Slide as far as you can down into that shoulder. Supporting with your hand. And just notice what you want to do with your right arm, where it's comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Be with each breath that is cleansing and purifying your body, your heart, your mind. Each exhale is grounding your heart, grounding the thoughts in the mind as if they're just pouring into the earth, releasing, letting go. this way you can soften more. Maybe you'd like to hum. Okay, and when you're ready, make your way back up into your hands and knees. And now we're practicing puppy pose. Hendrix and don't know your cat's name, Kirsty. Archie? No. I'll find out. They can join in with this one. They're quite active tonight. So you're going to walk your hands forwards. Now, this posture, let me demonstrate for you. You might want to use a cushion. If you find it difficult to bend your spine, to back bend, you might like to have a cushion on the floor for your chest. You're going to walk your hands forwards, nice and long stretch, with your hands about shoulder distance apart. Okay, try and keep your hips on top of your knees. Okay, and then press your hands into the mat, so your elbows stay lifted, but your chest comes down to here. Now, if that's too much, you can put your elbows on the floor, you can use a cushion, you might rest your chin on the ground, you might rest your forehead on the ground. Takes some practice. This one I found quite difficult at first. I remember you need some strength in your arms and lengthen your spine to just really melt the chest to the earth, creating some compression in your back as you bend into this back bend. And when you're here, bring your mind back to your breath. You might like to hum with the exhale. Feel free to stay longer if your body is calling you to stay. If you're ready to come back up, especially if you're new to this is quite a challenging posture to stay there. So when it's time for you to come up, you're going to slide up and then just press into your hands to come up, and then bring yourself forwards to lie down onto your belly and bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. This is Sphinx pose. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Okay. Fingertips pointing forwards. Heels dropping out to the sides. Close your eyes. Now if you're feeling any pain in your lower back, then come back down and I will give you an alternative for this. Is it Any pain for you, Matt, in your lower back? We can have an alternative now, you okay? If it's painful, just bring your elbows out and bring your head down, and I will see and I'll give you something different. If it's okay, then your elbows under your shoulders, and you're actually pressing down into your elbows to lift your chest. Okay, lifting your heart. Yeah. And feel you're bringing your shoulders back. So they're not rounding forwards, you're trying to bring them back. And then you're really melting your pelvis into the earth. Like you're letting go of your legs. And your belly is just melting into the earth. In this posture, it's nice to bring the drishti into the mind's eye. So that's your focus in between your eyebrows. And lifting up into the crown of the head, bringing your attention to the crown of your head. And you're drawing up anything from the heart that's ready to be released, coming up through the throat, the mind's eye, and being purified through the crown of the head. The crown of your head is your portal to this divine connection that you can have. So you can imagine a shower of light pouring down over your head. And you're just giving away anything that's been on your heart or on your mind into this light. Cleansing and purifying with each breath. We'll stay here for about 1 more minute. If that's too much for you, then just bring your elbows out and bring your head to your hands. Listen to your body. There's a little barrier that you can go through where you can break into a place that feels good to stay, or is your body telling you that it is time to come out of the pose? Listen to your body. It knows the answer. So now when you're ready, bring your elbows out to the side. Stack your hands one on top of the other and then rest your forehead on your fingers. Really relax your legs and your feet and hum 3 Brahmari breaths at your own pace. Inhale. letting go of your mind. Now we'll bring the arms out like an aeroplane, keeping your forehead on the mat. Okay. Now listen carefully. What you'll do now is you'll bend your left knee, raising your left foot up to the sky. Okay, that's it. You press into your right hand and your left hand, bend that elbow to really press with the left hand to roll over onto your right side. So your left foot comes towards the ground. You're going to get a very deep stretch in your right shoulder and a spinal twist. Okay? And the right side of your head will stay on the mat, on the ground. Opening your right shoulder and the side of your heart. The right side of the heart is where we give loving energy. If you're not sure what to do with your leg, you can just either place the sole of the foot on the ground if it will make its way all the way to do that. Or if not, then it just kind of hangs there a little bit until one day the sole of the foot can find its way to the earth. That's good. You're opening the right side of your heart space, stretching the pectoral muscles. This is your giving love side of your heart. Giving your trust. Giving your forgiveness. Your compassion. Your empathy. So if you're feeling quite good in this posture, it will be good to stay for another minute if you can. But when you feel it's time, if you feel that you need to come back out, then just come back out. Melting into that right side of the chest. Okay, now when you're ready, make your way back to the center like an aeroplane with your arms wide, forehead on the mat. Now, you bend your right knee, lifting the foot to the sky. Press into your left hand and then bend your right elbow. Really press into that right hand to roll over, bringing your left side of your head onto the mat. And your right foot, maybe even the sole of the foot on the ground. Otherwise, you can just leave your thighs together. You can even just have your legs straight here and just feel that stretch on your left side of your chest, your shoulder. Through your pectoral muscles. This is actually accessing the major pectoral muscles, so This muscle really never gets stretched, so this can be very tender. This left side of your heart is your side of your heart for receiving love. So how well can you receive love from others? Do you allow yourself to feel loved by others? Is your heart open for receiving? Melt into that left side of your chest, shoulder, head and neck. Soften that space to allow that energy to flow. You're opening your heart to receive more love. Maybe you'd like to hum while you're here. Just a few more moments here, softening that heart space. And then when you feel the time is right, make your way back to the center, like an aeroplane with your forehead on the ground. And bring yourself back into child's pose for a moment. And then make your way to turn around and lie down on your back in Shavasana. If you have a blanket a cushion. Make sure you're really warm and cozy and well supported and held here in this space. We begin by taking a slow, deep breath into your belly and exhaling to release the full weight of the body. Inhale into your belly and exhale, releasing the full weight of the body. Continue to inhale deep down to the pelvis and exhale as if the exhale was coming from the back of your body. Whole of the body melting. And bring all of your attention now to the back of your body. Noticing if you would like to make any adjustments to be more comfortable. And then knowing that this is your time and space to completely let go. There's nothing to do now. No need to think about anything. Just being here and listening to this guided relaxation and following each breath. Imagine that you are feeling an expansion in your body as you inhale. Like your energy is reaching out beyond your body and all around you as you inhale. And then feeling as you exhale, you're drawing all of your energy into the center of your being, going deep inside yourself into almost an empty space, a void or space within yourself. So each inhale is an expansion, and each exhale is a deep internal drawing in. Now, as you inhale, travel up to the top of your head and feel any sensations here. You can imagine that there is a tingling light sensation on the crown of your head. How would that feel for there to be a tingling light on the crown of your head? And now this tingling light, it travels down into each of your eyes, the right eye and the left eye. Both eyes together at the same time. And down into the chin. And then into the right side of the jaw and the left side of the jaw. Feeling the whole of the jaw now together at the same time with a light tingling sensation. And travel down now to the back of the head and the back of the neck, coming around into the throat with a light tingling here. Washing down through the collarbones and into the chest, into the center of the chest, and reaching down into the space behind the breastbone, behind the middle of the breastbone. There's a light tingling here, purifying, cleansing light, washing across your chest and over to your right shoulder and your left shoulder. You're feeling both shoulders together at the same time. And traveling down the right arm all the way down to the right hand. To the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. Now imagine you can feel all of your fingers, the hand and the whole of the right arm and the right shoulder. And then travel over again to the left shoulder and down the left arm, into the left hand, into the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, the ring finger and the little finger. And imagine you can feel all of your fingers and thumbs on the left hand, the whole of the left arm and the left shoulder, traveling again into the chest and feeling both of your arms together now at the same time. Both of your arms together at the same time. And washing down through the chest into the belly, into the pelvis, into the hips, into the right hip, down the right leg, down the right leg, into the sole of the foot and the top of the foot. On the right foot, feel the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and fifth toe. Feel all the toes on the right foot, the whole of the right foot, the right leg and the right hip. And bring your attention over to your left hip now and travel down the left leg into the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot and all of the toes, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and fifth toe. All of those left toes together, the whole of the left foot, the whole of the left leg the left hip, and again into the center of your pelvis. Now feel both of your legs together at the same time. Both of your legs together at the same time. And then feel both of your arms, both of your legs. And now the whole of the back of the body. The whole of the back of the body. Through the heels, the backs of the knees, the buttocks, the hips, the lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, the shoulder blades, down the backs of the arms, backs of the elbows, wrists, and the backs of the hands, or the palms of the hands. Just feeling all of the back of the body, all of the back of the body, and remembering that as you exhale, you can deepen this connection with the back of your body, the back of your body. And now as you inhale, you can feel again the front of your body through the tops of the feet, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the pelvis and the hips, the lower abdomen, the middle of the abdomen, the diaphragm, the rib cage, the chest, the throat, the chin, the whole of the face, top of the head, the ears, down the sides of the neck and the shoulders, the biceps and the crease inside of the elbows, forearms and the palms of the hands. Feel the front of your body as you inhale. Feel the back of your body as you exhale. Feel the front of your body as you inhale. Feel the back of your body as you exhale. Continue. And imagine now, it's as if the earth herself was reaching up and wrapping her loving arms around your body, holding you deeply within her bosom. As if she's holding you to her own heart. And just let your heart melt into that loving support of Mother Earth. Now, as you rest here in this liminal space that is Yoga Nidra, somewhere between consciousness, awakeness, and deep, restful, sleeping space, somewhere in the middle there, just notice where you are and witness this space. Just watch it. And become aware that soon this practice of Yoga Nidra will be ending, and soon I will be calling you back, but for now you can just witness this space and start bringing the awareness back into the fingers, the toes, the weight of the body, and the temperature of the body. The temperature of the body and the clothing on the skin. And feeling the air on your skin. With your eyes closed, just remember where you are and the space around you in the room. Start taking awakening inhale breaths into your belly, into your lungs, expanding your heart as you breathe. Bringing full awareness back to the body, back to this space. And making any movements that feel good for you. Maybe you'd like to savor the moment a little longer. And maybe you'd like to bend your knees and hug them to your chest. My loves, I feel that it will be nice to leave you here if you want to continue to lie down. There's no need to move or get up. Please enjoy this restful space, this restful time. And to close the practice, you might like to bring your left hand to your chest and your right hand on top. Tuning back into your beautiful heart, which is full of love that is unconditional. Unconditional forgiveness exists within your heart, and trust. There is a deep trust within your heart. Be gentle with yourself tonight. And to end, you might like to cultivate a feeling of gratitude in your heart for whatever you feel grateful for in your life. We'll end with a little sound to seal the practice, humming together one time. Take an inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rest well. Namaste. Make sure you drink plenty of water tonight. This is lifting the air. Deeply cleansing practice. Just carry that peacefulness with you. I'll leave you now in your space. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.